gosh darn freaking arma parts just freaking everywhere around here. What's up, 10 Skill Squad? I got an email from FMS, the same people that make a bunch of really cool, really scale crawlers, and they were emailing me about this. I've seen this thing all over Instagram, all over the YouTubes. The marketing for it seems like they're spending a bunch of money on it, and they reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to review one. Now, typically I don't really do that kind of thing. I get emails from people all the time like, hey, look at this piece of trash that we made. Can we have you smash it in front of your audience? And I don't really do that. I really only review the stuff that I think is really cool. But when they reached out to me, I was like, wait a second, you're gonna send me one for free and I get to make a video about it? And they're like, yeah, absolutely. We like your videos. We think you'd be good at it. So I was, of course, a little skeptical, and I had a few questions about them. First of all, I wanted to make sure that I could just, give my true, honest opinion. I don't like to make commercials. I like to make videos where, I just go out and have fun with RCs and have fun filming them. And I really, want you guys to feel like you're a part of that too. So I just want to be completely upfront with you. They sent this to me for free, but I'm going to be completely honest about it. They were cool with that. I even asked them, hey, what's the aftermarket support for it? Are you going to make any more of these? Are you going to make upgrades for it? Like, give me the deal. And they were really upfront and cool and honest with me. So here it is. And I'm really excited to check it out. I did open the box and just take a real quick look at it, and it looks pretty awesome. So in this video, we are going to unbox this thing. I'm gonna give you my first impressions. We're gonna compare it to some Axial FCX24, like the biggest mini crawler name in the game. We're gonna see how it compares to that, and then of course we're gonna take this thing out and we're gonna play with it because the headlines are pretty spectacular. This comes in at 150 bucks. And for that, you get things that you're not going to find on an Axial, like a 2-speed transmission, a hard body. There's no body clips on this thing. An all metal geared steering servo, portal freaking axles. Like, it seems pretty legit. So that's enough talking about it. Let's get it out of the box. And the first thing that you will notice is the box itself. It does feel pretty light. In fact, compared to my Axial FCX24 Jeep here, which has got almost every aftermarket upgrade on it, the box with the truck and the transmitter and battery and everything in it feels about the same, maybe a little lighter than my Axial FCX24 all by itself without a battery even in it. There it is. And these boxes, I love these boxes so much. FMX does it. There's a couple other companies that make these boxes. Everything fits inside of it. The box is made to take a beating. You can throw it just about anywhere, take it with you. And here is the truck itself. And again, first impressions, it looks really cool. Now there are some pieces that we need to bolt onto it. It's got like a headache rack for the back and of course a spare tire that goes on there. But just the truck itself, of course, we all know this is supposed to be a Dodge Power wagon, but it certainly does look cool. I really like these tractor tires. I don't know how good they're going to be for crawling, but we're certainly going to figure it out. And there you can see, yep, we've got portal axles, the drive shafts, the links, everything appears to be plastic. But yeah, I mean, it looks pretty robust. It feels pretty robust. I mean, this is most of the weight of the package right freaking here. But what else did they send us? Well, I mentioned it earlier, they did send this headache rack and kind of like roll bar for the back. There's a little gas tank in there. There's some 3M double-sided sticky tape that's probably going to hold some things in place. There are some shock spacers. Awesome. There are stickers. You know how much I love the sticky life. More stickers. These are the Power Wagon stickers. And instead of saying Dodge, it says Doug. I don't think you're really fooling anyone with that, FMS. We've also got some spare bits. These are, what are these? Steering C-hubs. This card does say random warehouse accessories, so I don't know if the regular FMS is going to come with spare bits, or if they just, I don't know, maybe they gave me a special YouTuber version. I can't believe I'm hardly even saying that, but it could be. And here we've got a USB charger, a cross wrench, and a USB charger for the battery. And the little mount for the spare tire as well. And a screw, probably to hold that all in place. Really nice instruction booklet, actually. I flipped through this a little bit earlier, and this shows how to mount all the accessories. It shows you how all the lights work. It goes into detail about the transmitter and what all the switches and buttons and doodles do. So if you're just getting into it and or you need to reference it. Now the transmitter, it's okay. It's pretty small. It feels pretty cheap. It's got this faux carbon fiber on it, and it has these dip switches. There's a train. It has these dip switches on it, which will adjust all sorts of other things. We'll get into that a little bit later. And they are kind of small. They're kind of finicky. They're not really easy to adjust on the fly. At least they give you options for it. The wheel is plastic. It's not the greatest feeling wheel, and it uses 4 AAA batteries. Hey, look at me, YouTube reviewer. The shocks are just friction shocks, you know, very, very similar to, again, Axial FCX24, other 24 scale crawlers. So similar, in fact, that I'm wondering if some of the aftermarket companies like Power Hobby, Hot Racing, I wonder if some of those accessories will bolt onto this. If you want to see that in a video, let me know down below, and I can absolutely make that happen. But for now, we're going to look at this in its completely stock form. I'll tell you what, let's get the rear roll bar and spare tire and all that good stuff mounted, get the batteries charged, throw some batteries in the transmitter, and we'll fire this thing up, and then we'll take it out and see what it does, you know, compared to, you know, an Axial FCX24. They're about the same size, huh? Very, very similar. Okay, let's put the doodles on the dingus. Alright, so I got this bad boy all put together, and it looks really cool, but there are a couple things that are a little annoying that we ought to address. Number one, the body is a little finicky to get on and off. Maybe there's a better way of doing it, but I certainly have not figured it out yet. Also, the power switch. The power switch is like way up in here, and you can't really get your finger on it. I actually had to use a little doodle right here to get it in there and turn the actual truck on and off. I gotta believe there's probably a better place to put that power switch. I mean, compared to the Axial SCX24, look, body's off, body's on, body's off. Yeah, it's like saying it's not nearly as realistic, but there's something to be said for convenience. The battery is kind of a pain to get in there. There's a little rubber band strappy doodle that looks like it's supposed to go over the battery and hold it in place, but the battery will not sit in there horizontally. It won't fit between the transmission servo and the ESC receiver, so I have to put it in there vertically, which totally negates that little rubber band thing, and it doesn't fit in there very nice, and the battery is still kind of loose in there. The truck went together really easy, just a couple of screws. I did have to use a little bit of super glue to hold the two pieces of the gas tank and the gas filler neck together, just to hold that all in there. It looks like it was supposed to be just a friction fit, but my pieces did not fit together without a little bit of super glue. There is a wire that comes off the lighting harness, and I don't know where it goes. The instructions are kind of actually a little vague about it. And I can see where that little harness, that little Molex plug, I can see where it does plug in, but when I plug it in, the headlights turn off and none of the lights function. So I'm not really sure what all is going on there. But other than that, I put batteries and everything. I tested everything. It works. The transmission works. And I think in high speed, this thing is going to be an absolute ripper. What do you say we actually run the FMS and the Axial together? We go crawling with it. Let's meet up with Ethan, take him for a rip, and have some fun, shall we? Let's do it. Ethan, that is a beautiful shirt. Yeah. Where did you get that?
I think it was kpop.com. No, that's not it. TenskoGarage.com. Come on now.
This video is sponsored by Ethan. Anyway, we are out here. We've got the FMS. We've got the Axial FCX24. Totally stock FMS versus completely upgraded Axial FCX24. They both have portal axles, so I don't know. In my mind, that seems like a fair fight. It's about to happen. Let's see what's what. Let's do it.
Go for low. Just let it drag itself up.
Yeah, we can try low gear. The wood is wet and the tires are wet, so, and it's ever such a small truck. Oh, you might need high. There we go. There we go.
Oh, that's like half throttle.
Is it?
Yeah.
In low gear?
Yeah.
Right on. Loves it.
Boom.
I don't think you're gonna go anywhere from there. It's like a cliff there, and you're never gonna be able to get up here. Not without a strategically placed stick. Yeah. You're done. I mean, it definitely looks cool. All power wagony and such.
Yep.
But the tires leave something to be desired. There's no foam in them, and I don't know. They got those aggressive lugs on it, but it doesn't seem like they're very good at gripping and ripping, you know? High speed is freaking quick. Holy bejesus. All right, Gatekeeper, this is not meant for tiny trucks, but it's going, it's going, it's going, it's going.
I haven't even got full beans yet.
Nice. All the way freaking up. Oh! Yeah, the Gatekeeper is freaking steep. Oh. Womp, womp, womp. Damage report. Oh, well, that's not so bad. The screw is definitely stripped out of there, but a little bit of shoe goo. I think we can get that back in there.
For sure.
And that, the bottom, yeah, it just clips in there.
Almost newish.
Almost newish. All right, let's see how this thing does.
No, it's got tires full of mud.
That's right. Oh, easy peasy, dude. It freaking loves it. Oh, oh no, no. Ha!
Whoa!
And off it goes. Interesting. So that thing is easily twice as heavy, has all the wheel weights, has all the fancy schmancy stuff on it, aftermarket tires, aftermarket wheels, all that stuff. But yet, there it goes. There it goes. That's better.
Yeah, get the mud out of the tires. It's not so bad.
Right. All right, Gatekeeper with the Axial SCX24. Will the little Jeep make it up the Gatekeeper?
We're full batteries.
Not necessarily.
And she's sounding squealy.
I mean, less wheel speed, probably about the same amount of torque, I would say.
I got so much faith in it, I ain't even gonna chase it.
No? You're just gonna go all the way up?
Yep.
That's actually pretty impressive. Like, this is made for 10 scale stuff, and here that little 24th scale is doing it. Oh yeah, there's a big berm right there. I don't know if you're gonna get that. Tires are less aggressive, but somehow tires are less aggressive, but seem like they're more planted. Now, keep in mind, this thing is highly modified. So maybe it's not necessarily a fair fight.
There she goes, there she
oh yeah,
goes.
it's gonna go.
To the top.
That's at the top.
That is it.
Nicely done, sir. Nicely done.
Took some work.
But you did it. Well, 10 Skill Squad, what do you think? The FMS is not nearly as planted as the Axial SCX24. Now, again, you know, the Axial SCX24 highly modified with some of those modifications. Definitely wheel weights. Definitely maybe some better wheels and tires. That thing, I think, could probably be a performer. It's absolutely way faster when you put it in that second gear. I mean, the thing just zips around. And wheel speed can only get you out of trouble so many times. You know, there are some times where you just need the girth, you know, and
the
you
fact
need...
that it's such a shorter wheelbase than the Jeep as well does not help either.
Yeah, so it's a different thing. I'm glad I have both of them. So we can compare the two to each other. And, you know, I've seen those things around. They've been all over Instagram, YouTube. It seems like a lot of people really enjoy them. And I absolutely see why. They look really cool. They're super quick. It seems like really good value. You know, $150. It's got portal axles already in it. Everything's good to go, ready to run. And remember, FMS did say that they were going to make some aftermarket parts for this thing. And I'm wondering if some of the parts from like RC all-wheel drive, I wonder if some of those will work for this. Specifically like wheel weights and wheels and tires. I think that's going to make the biggest difference. Anyway, let me know what you guys think.
One way to find out, really.
Yeah, for sure. Let me know what you guys think. Do you want to watch us modify this thing and maybe put them head to head again?
Maybe do it on the inside crawler course this time. Maybe a little more advantage and less sweaty.
Yeah, the outside is a harsh environment for these things, but I mean, if they can do it out here, they're definitely not going to have a problem doing it around your living room or around the shop, which is super fun times. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time checking out the video, welcome. I'm glad you found it. We like to do RC shenanigans like this all the time. We've got some epic stuff coming up. You're going to want to stick around. All right, guys, until next time.
Chopping out here.
People chopping axles out here.
Yeah, we might be.
People chopping axles, chopping 24 scale prongs.